What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And man, the madness just doesn't end when it comes to California. You know, we talked about this on Auto Intel Daily earlier today, but I wanted to cover it here. I had to cover it on both channels. You know, it takes so much money, time, and effort when you build something that goes to SEMA, all right? And that's the aftermarket auto parts show that is in Vegas every year, and people, you know, bring in some insane builds, okay? Imagine bringing your vehicle to SEMA, winning a bunch of awards, putting your truck back on the trailer and towing it back home, only to get crashed into by an 80,000-pound semi-truck and then pushed for over 2 miles down the road by a driver who can't speak English, isn't here legally, and oh yes, his license was issued in California. And no, is not one of the drivers that was recently suspended of the 17,000 that were suspended in California. That's why I'm covering this on TK's Garage now. So new information comes out that no, his license was still valid. So Sean Duffy and the Department of Transportation has a lot more work to do. 17,000 evidently was just a drop in the bucket, and they got to get more of these drivers off the road. There's no excuse for this. There really isn't. But we're going to get into this. I'm going to show you the video of the aftermath of this guy's truck. We're going to make sure that gets done. But before we do, let's roll the intro and get into today's sponsor. All right, y'all, the holiday season is coming up, and if you're like me, you're probably already thinking about what you're going to get for your family and friends. I wanted something that was actually useful, something they'll carry every single day. Something like this. This is one of the things that I carry every day, my Extra wallets. Now, this is the Extra Card Holder Pro, the world's best-selling smart wallet. It's made from 100% recycled aluminum, slim but tough. It blocks RFID, so all those people you could run into at the airport or somewhere else, no one's going to be able to skim your cards or your information. It holds up to 14 cards and cash, and it just feels premium. This one I actually got for my favorite person to kind of change their outlook on a bunch of stuff when it comes to carrying a ton of cards. One of the things I also like from Extra, if you're traveling this holiday season, is Extra's Travel Vacuum Kit. It's a travel pack vacuum kit. It's a solid pick. It keeps everything organized and saves space. And for my Android folks, they also have these new trackers, the Finder cards. It's rechargeable with a cable, so you can track your wallet anytime. I actually have one from the iOS edition they have as well in my Extra wallet. So if I carry, you know, because I carry the Android and the iPhones, I'm able to see both. They're running their Black Friday sale right now. It's up to 50% off. Plus, if you use my code TK's Garage, it's TKS Garage, you'll get an extra 10% off at checkout. Hit the link in the description, or you can scan the QR code that's on screen. Trust me, they make awesome gifts that people actually want. And I got to give a major thanks to Extra for sponsoring this part of the video. And like I said, guys, I don't talk about products unless I actually use them. And you can see that this one is thoroughly used. And I'm sure my family's going to love these.
You wondering why Trump wants people to fucking understand English and why we're getting rid of the non-domicile CDLs? That's the reason right there.
So as you can see in that video, not only only is the SEMA build destroyed, right? Not only is the truck destroyed, but the Kodiak, or I'm assuming that's what that is, the GMC or the Chevy rig that's pulling the trailer and the SEMA build is also destroyed. You can see that it's all the way up into the cab. And that is absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. If you really ask me, it's ridiculous. This stuff has to change. It just does, man. We can't keep doing this, man. And I know Sean Duffy can do so much, right? But at this point, I almost feel like the Department of Justice has to get involved. You got to start prosecuting people at the DMV. You got to start prosecuting people. You got to start prosecuting people in the California government, because it's the only way that this is going to change. If you don't, if people are not held accountable, nothing is going to change here. There's literally no other way around it. It's got to be done. They just got to go. And I hate to say it, but they got to do it. You got to prosecute somebody at the DMV, whoever it was, even if it's the person that issued the license, if it's the person that was also their supervisor. And I know I've had people say, oh, they have immunity. They did it. No, they don't. No, they don't. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends. Whoopee!